Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Miami Dolphins and the Mexico City Diablos. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete to open things up. The intended target was Chris Godwin, but it's going to be second down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a second and 10. Throwing again. Brady. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. Touchdown! Curtis Samuel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Good. Extra point up and good by Succa. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They run the option on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
For the first time here with Matt Breida. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
And behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun is Eason. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there, I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
They'll throw on first down with Eason. Over the middle, complete. It's Wheeler. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 33 yards that time. So that one just a little touch pass, but it paid off quite handsomely.
Yeah, and let's face it, the quarterback loves it because it pads his stats as a completed pass for nice yardage downfield. But I like the way they get the receiver in motion. It's almost like he's running a route before he gets the football because he's got a full head of steam when the ball is popped in his direction.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Matt Breida. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From way up at the 23. Now a crease here as he's past the 30.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Brady. Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Christian Wilkins in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Another try after the 1st down sack. Brady flushed to his right. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Brady's throw there complete. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A very solid gain of 27.
That's another Mexico City 1st down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And Brady, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
One back in the game, that's Jones, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop it right around the 1.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Rattled Jones, his second touchdown on the season. And his guys have taken the lead. Succop for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Diablos 14, Dolphins 7. Bradley Pinion.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Their own 17-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And down inside the 15 he goes. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. This is caught, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground, and this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Brady taking a shot for Samuel. This is caught inside the 15. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one good for 37 yards. On to the 2nd quarter, Mexico City in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. Shotgun now for Brady. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, Eason. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
On first down, Jacob Eason. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So after the INT, it's Brady. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Curtis Samuel with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down.
No gain on the play.
Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Second down. Here's Eason. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He was brought down by Levante David. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down and 5. Operating from the gun, Eason. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
To go.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, Eason. It's complete to Grant. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And there was absolutely zero pressure on the quarterback on that play. 3rd down, and he has all the time in the world to eventually find an open receiver for a 1st down pickup.
1st and 10, Eason looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mike Gesicki, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. To throw again, Eason. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mike Gesicki, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that trims the lead down to 9. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Touchdowns on back-to-back drives, so a very good flow right now offensively.
Hard to slow them down, too, because they are locked in. Feel like the offense coordinator's a little bit ahead of the defensive guys right now. They're beating them to the punch with their play calls. They've got a nice rhythm they're locked into. How can the defensive guys come up with something that'll disrupt that flow? That's what they're seeking right now.
Well, it's been an exciting sequence to... And this is going to be intercepted. intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45. Well, why do you go out and spend a first-round pick on a defensive back? Plays like that. The rookie gets his first interception.
You have to have guys who can limit the other team's number of plays run and possessions. And no better way than an interception. And what a great way to break into the league.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This offense thankful, I'm sure, to have the football back, but also, Charles, after a long drive of their own, they've got to be a little weary.
Yeah, I would agree with that, and what you have to do to combat it, try and get fresh legs in where you can, especially to skill positions. And then for the offensive line, instead of attacking, maybe slow the tempo down a little bit, let them catch their breath.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Eason in trouble, and down he goes. Shaquille Barrett just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Eason. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, Matt Hawk to punt it away. This is fielded at the 7. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And Brady going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 44. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Sanders on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 2.
Makes the score Diablos 23. Dolphins 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
At their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
31's the mic. They can't hang with us. 72.
Operating from the gun. Brady. Open man is Samuel. Complete. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
The throw on second down by Brady is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Again, it's Brady. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Brady to throw again. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Tom Brady, his third touchdown pass of this first half. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
And that's certainly an important score right there, because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
And the Dolphin first down.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Eason. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. The final shot before break. Eason, open man, it's Preston Williams. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
The score.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. The intended receiver was Jakeem Grant, and now it's second down. Throwing again. Eason. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throwing interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Dolphins' 18-yard line.
On play action, it's Brady. They'll roll him out right. And incomplete.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Brady. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. Rim. Let's see what you got.
They'll go for it. It's Brady. That's to his running back, complete. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Brady. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
From the gun, Brady. His pass caught at the 4. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Eason on 2nd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minkah Fitzpatrick. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And open left side is Brown. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady eluding the pressure right. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They pick up the 1st down there with a gain of 11. Again, they'll throw with Brady. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
The ball carrier.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
A 22-yard attempt.
And that hits off the left upright, and it caroms away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, and you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. I don't think anyone got a finger on it. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And my goodness, another interception. It's the ex-Dolphin, Minka Fitzpatrick. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get it in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of a team, though, doesn't it? Because when you miss a field goal, it's amazing how fast they want to turn on the guy kicking the ball. But you need to keep his confidence up, because how many times have we seen games where it comes down to the stretch, and guess what? You need that guy to make the big kick for your team to move on or to win a game. Make sure you keep him happy. Make sure you keep him comfortable.
I'm sure you always treated the kicker nicely, though, right?
You know, truthfully, I did.
Good.
I always did, because those guys, they won us a whole lot of games.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Brady. Space to maneuver at the 40. Open man has got it. It's complete. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Brady's throw there complete. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
At the Dolphins' 40.
And Brady's throw there incomplete.
Brady's pass, intended for Curtis Samuel, incomplete. Xavier Howard on the coverage.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Brady again. This into the hands of his running back, Ronald Jones. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action.
With the score,
Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
21.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
27, check Mike 27. Man, I got you. Mike 27, Mike 27.
From midfield, here's Brady. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jason Strobridge. He's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here. Back-to-back sacks. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, watch the slant. Hey, check Mike 27, check Mike 27. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll buy some time right. And no, it's incomplete. Bruce Arians takes a shot there, but his guys come up empty. And the Dolphins defense is able to hold.
On down.
Good starting field position for the Dolphins as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. On the crossing route, complete. It's Wheeler. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Oh, look at this. They're not even going to get the two-point play off. Maybe too much indecision. It's going to cost them 5 yards.
Well, that certainly comes under the heading of critical mistake, doesn't it, partner? You can't have that. You've got a chance to tie the ball game from the 2-yard line. Now you've got to go back to the 7-yard line and take the same chance.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
The Dolphins are lining up for a two-point conversion.
From the gun is Eason. And no, it falls incomplete. So the two-point conversion, no good. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
That catch good for only a couple.
At the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Check Mike 27. Check Mike 27.
Shotgun now for Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Check Mike 27.
Brady going to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 11 and a 1st down.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on 3rd down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. On play action, now Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word, put it in bold. Here we go.
Check Mike 27. Watch the run. Watch the run. Watch the run.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. I don't even know why this team showed up.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Going up top for Miller. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now it's Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
45. Mike 45.
Operating from the gun, Eason. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning. They get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
45.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. Inside of 2 minutes remaining in a 2-point ball game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. You've got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
On the delay, here's Breida. And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up 2nd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They run again with Breida. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. He's back to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
At the 9-yard line.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. This is Breida on the draw. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he's stopped behind the line of scrimmage. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders.
A 27-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start down?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year. But he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
At their own 21-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Today's final score, Dolphins 30, Diablos 29.